We're now live with SpringFields Ahead, presented by SpringFields Group. Before we start, there's a heat wave going on through Europe at the moment, so that means we have a lot of things to tell you at first. We have our heat stay safe protocol going on at the moment. This means big closure at all of our locations. All Springfield locations and offices are closed during this weekend, starting from yesterday, Friday the 26th. Take it easy, watch this live broadcast on a cool spot with some ice cream or a cool drink, and first of all, not least, enjoy this live broadcast and take it easy. We're quickly going to our studio because we have a lot of things to tell you today. We're going through everything of it. So, welcome in. Good evening. On behalf of everyone at SpringFields Group, I would like to warmly welcome you to SpringFields Ahead 2026. Thank you all for joining us tonight again, whether you've been part of our community since day one or whether this is your first SpringFields event with us. We're incredibly grateful that you've chosen to spend your evening with us. Tonight is a very special moment, not only because we are to present exciting news, but because tonight is about something much bigger than a restaurant. Tonight is about a vision that started with a simple idea. A vision that has grown thanks to an amazing community of us, and a vision that continues to inspire us every single day. At SpringFields Group, we have always believed that hospitality is about more than serving food. It's about creating memories. It's about bringing people together. It's about building places where conversations begin, friendships grow, and special moments are shared. That philosophy has guided every destination we have made since the very beginning. Over the past year, we have achieved milestones that once seemed impossible. We've welcomed thousands of guests, we've expanded internationally, we've grown our incredible team, and most importantly, we've built a community that continues to inspire us every day. Every visit, every message, and every suggestions, and every single person who has supported us has played a part in our journey. For that, I'd like to say one single thing. Thank you. But as proud as we are of everything we have accomplished, we don't believe in standing still. At SpringFields, we believe that every achievement should become the foundation for the next one. Every opening creates new opportunities. Every success encourages us to dream even bigger. And tonight, we're taking the next step together. Because this evening, the future of La Petite Sœur will not be decided by us alone. It will be decided by all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to SpringFields Ahead 2026. Let's begin. But every great story has a beginning. Our story began with a single restaurant, La Petite Sœur, located in the Dutch town of Sint-Oedenrode. Looking back now, it's incredible to think how much has changed in such a relatively short period of time. When we first started, we weren't thinking about international expansion, we just were thinking about the Netherlands and one location to start with. We weren't thinking about keynote events, and we certainly weren't imagining that we'd one day be standing here, presenting the future of an entire hospitality brand. Our goal was much simpler. We wanted to build a restaurant where every guest would feel welcome. A place where quality mattered, where atmosphere mattered, where every detail from the architecture to the service was carefully considered. We believe that dining should be more than simply having a dinner. It should become an experience. Fortunately, many people have believed in that vision as well. Guests returned. Our team continued to grow. New ideas emerged. And slowly but surely, SpringFields Group began to take shape. What started as a single restaurant gradually became something much larger. With every milestone we reached, one question kept turning. What comes next? That question ultimately led us beyond the borders of the Netherlands. It led us to Paris, our first international location. A project that inspired us by one of the world's most iconic cities. Paris challenged us to think differently, to build bigger, to design more elegantly, and to raise our own standards. It wasn't simply about opening another restaurant. It was about proving that the values we created in the Netherlands and Sint-Oedenrode should also succeed on an international stage. Today, when we look back at both locations, we don't just see beautiful buildings, we see chapters in a much larger story. A story that continues to grow. And tonight, we're about to write the next chapter together. Earlier this year, we celebrated one of the proudest moments in the history of SpringFields Group. The official opening of La Petite Sœur Paris. Months of planning, designing, building, testing and preparing finally came together in one unforgettable evening. Seeing our guests walk through those doors for the very first time was something none of us will ever forget. The incredible feedback from all of you, it reminded us why we do that. Because every project we build is ultimately built for the community. We never build simply to create another restaurant, we build places where people celebrate birthdays, meet new friends, enjoy family dinners, or simply spend a relaxing evening together. That's what our project means. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the incredible people working behind the scenes, our management team, our builders, our event team, our staff members, our partners, and every volunteer who has dedicated their time and energy to make SpringFields what it is today. None of this will exist without you. Please give please give them a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you. So, what you see already on screen, how to vote. I put it on a little bit earlier so you guys could have read a little bit on screen. Let's talk about one of the most exciting moments of tonight. Normally, companies decide their future behind closed doors, a board meeting, a management decision, a simple announcement, but we've always believed that SpringFields should be different. Because without our community, there simply wouldn't be a SpringFields group. That's why we've decided to place this decision in your hands. Tonight, every visitor has the opportunity to help decide where La Petite Sœur will open its next restaurant. Participating is very easy. Step 1. Scan the QR code on screen or click the link in chat that will be posted now. Fill in the Google Forms provided. Voting can be done up to 2 times in total. Both votes can be sent through the forms with the QR code or either the link in the chat. Partners and employees and friends of us have already voted before the show started. And keep in mind, everyone worldwide can vote. Please confirm your vote by pressing send at the end of the forms, otherwise it won't be shared with us. Take your time, consider each city carefully, think about which destination best represents the future of La Petite Sœur, because your vote truly matters. So this is your moment to vote. Voting is now officially open. From this moment forward, you have the opportunity to help to shape the future of our company. Scan the QR code, open the voting form, and let your voice be heard. Good luck and thank you for being part of our journey. So, while the votes are coming in, I'd like to take one final look at our current flagship location, La Petite Sœur Paris. It opened a few weeks ago where every one of you were. Paris represents everything we wanted La Petite Sœur to become. Elegant, welcoming, timeless, and inspired by classical French architecture, and every detail inside the restaurant was carefully selected to create an unforgettable experience. From the reception hall to the dining rooms and to the warm lighting, everything was designed around one simple principle, making every guest feel special. We're incredibly proud of what Paris has become, but more importantly, Paris has shown us that our vision can grow beyond borders. It has given us the confidence to dream bigger, to think internationally, and to continue investing in experiences that bring people together. The success of Paris is not at the end of our journey. It's the beginning of an exciting new chapter. So far, we have looked at where we came from. We have celebrated milestones that brought us here. But now it's time to look ahead. Because somewhere in Europe, our next La Petite Sœur is waiting to be built. Let's discover our 3 nominated cities together. Because tonight, everything changes. For months, our team has been researching, designing and discussing possible locations for the next chapter of La Petite Sœur. We've explored dozens of cities across Europe. Some were beautiful, some had incredible architecture. Some offered exciting opportunities for growth. But in the end, only 3 cities made it to tonight's presentation. These 3 cities each represent a completely different future for La Petite Sœur. A different atmosphere, a different culture, a different story, yet all 3 share something incredibly important. Each one reflects the values that have guided us since the very beginning. Hospitality, quality, timeless architecture, and creating unforgettable experiences. Tonight we're going to take a closer look at each of these incredible destinations. As I introduce them, I encourage you not to only look at the pictures on the screen, but to imagine yourself walking through these cities and restaurants. Imagine arriving at the entrance. Imagine sitting down for dinner. Imagine the atmosphere, the music, the conversations, the architecture around you. This isn't just about choosing a city, it's about choosing the future experience of La Petite Sœur. Let's begin. Here we have our nominated cities for tonight. We have Bruges, Florence and Genova. Both 3 are amazing and we're going forward to all of them and we'll be explaining you all different options you have to vote. But keep in mind you can scan already the QR code and vote for yourself. You have already some time to vote. You can simply scan the QR code or click the link in chat to vote. You can vote up to 2 times in total on one device. And both votes can be done throughout the forums, and don't forget to click on send. We're going to our first nominated city for tonight. And that's Bruges, in Belgium. Known around the world as one of Europe's most beautiful, preserved medieval cities, Bruges feels almost like stepping into another century. Every street tells a story, every bridge connects another picturesque canal, every square is filled with history, charm and character. For us, Bruges immediately stood out because it represents something we have always valued: warmth, intimacy and authenticity. Unlike some of Europe's larger capitals, Bruges doesn't try to impress through scale. Instead, it captivates through atmosphere. That philosophy fits perfectly with La Petite Sœur. If we were to build in Bruges, our restaurant will become an elegant extension of the city's historic character. Imagine entering through traditional Belgian architecture, natural stone, rich wooden interiors, large windows overlooking cobblestone streets, soft lighting, creating an inviting atmosphere throughout every dining room. Instead of creating a restaurant that dominates the city, you want to create one that belongs there. A place where visitors feel as though it has always existed. Our vision includes intimate dining spaces, private corners for celebrations, a welcoming bar where guests can begin their evening, and a dining experience that reflects the slower rhythm of Bruges itself. This wouldn't simply be another location, it will become a tribute to Belgian hospitality, to timeless European architecture, and to the idea that luxury doesn't need to be loud. Sometimes luxury is quiet. Luxury is comfort and is feeling completely at home. Bruges represents exactly that. We're heading to our second nominated city for today, and it's located in Italy, Florence. Now, let's travel a little bit further south to a city that has inspired artists, architects, and dreamers for centuries. Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance, a city where every building seems to tell its own story, where art and architecture exist on almost every street corner, and where food isn't simply part of the culture, it is the culture. The moment we started exploring Florence, one idea immediately captured our imagination. Instead of creating a traditional restaurant, what if we created an Italian palazzo experience? Imagine arriving through elegant wooden doors. You step inside and suddenly the busy streets disappear. Before you lies a peaceful courtyard. In the very center stands a magnificent olive tree. Beside it, a handcrafted stone fountain gently fills the courtyard with a relaxing sound of flowing water. Around this courtyard, 4 beautiful designed dining rooms, each one with its own personality. One inspired by traditional Tuscan villas, another designed for intimate diners. One filled with natural daylight during lunch, another transformed by warm candlelight after sunset. Every visit will feel slightly different. Every room would offer a unique atmosphere. Our goal isn't simply to create Italy, it's our goal to make guests feel as they've discovered one of Florence's hidden treasures. A place recommended by locals, a place you remember long after your holiday ends. Florence also opens exciting culinary opportunities. Fresh handmade pasta, seasonal ingredients, Italian desserts, regional specialties, new signature dishes created exclusively for this location. Everything would revolve around one philosophy: taking your time, sharing food, sharing conversations, sharing moments, because that's exactly what L'Appétit stands for. If Florence becomes tonight's winner, it won't simply become another restaurant, it will become one of the most ambitious projects SpringFields Group has ever created. Keep in mind, voting is open till the end of the stream, till we announce you need to stop voting. You can either scan the QR code on screen or click the link in chat to vote. You can vote up to 2 times, and keep in mind our partners, employees and friends have already voted before the show started. Then we're heading to our final nominated destination, and that takes us to Switzerland. A country known around the world for precision, quality, elegance and timeless luxury. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Genova. Genova offers something completely different from both Bruges and Florence. Where Bruges feels historic and Florence feels artistic, Genova represents sophistication. It's an international city, home to diplomats, business leaders, luxury hotels, fine dining and visitors from every corner of the world. For SpringFields Group, Genova represents the next level. A restaurant designed with contemporary elegance, clean architectural lines, natural stone, large windows overlooking the city, high ceilings, luxurious finishes, a refined yet welcoming atmosphere. This will become a destination for celebrations, business dinners, anniversaries, special occasions, a place where guests expect excellence from the very first moment they arrive. Genova also reflects our long-term ambitions as a company. It shows that L'Appétit is ready to stand alongside some of Europe's most prestigious hospitality destinations. Not because we want to become the biggest, but because we always strive to become better. Every project teaches us something new. Every restaurant raises our own standards, and Genova will challenge us once again to innovate, to refine, and to continue delivering unforgettable guest experiences. It's a bold vision, but then again, SpringFields has always believed that the biggest dreams are often the most rewarding. So here they are. 3 remarkable cities, 3 completely different versions. Bruges, a city built on history, warmth and timeless European charm. Florence, a celebration of Italian architecture, food and unforgettable hospitality. And Genova, elegant, modern, international. Each one will become an incredible home for the future of L'Appétit. Now this decision belongs entirely to you. If you haven't voted yet, this is your moment. Take one final look. Think carefully and choose the city that you have believed deserves to begin the next chapter in our story. There we go, and now it's time to view something special, because we have made some vlogs for you guys to watch during the wait at our place. Enjoy! While everyone is casting their votes, I'd simply like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. Seeing this community grow is truly inspiring. Whether if you've joined us for our restaurant openings, our events, or you're simply here because you enjoy what we've created, thank you. Moments like these remind us that SpringFields has become so much more than buildings. It's become a community, a place where creativity brings people together. I can already see plenty of excitement in the chat. I won't ask which city you're voting for, although I think I might already have a few guesses. Remember, voting remains open for just a few seconds. Make sure you've submitted your vote before the timer runs out. So just finish your votes as we are ready to close in. And this is the sign. Ladies and gentlemen, the voting has officially closed. Thank you for everyone who participated. Your votes are now being verified and counted. For the next few moments, everything is in the hand of our counting team. Good luck to all 3 nominated cities. While the votes are being still counted, I'd once again like to express how grateful we are for your continued support. Every event, every opening, every suggestion, every message, and every visit, they all contribute to the future of SpringFields Group and La Petite Sœur, of course. Whatever the outcome be tonight, one thing is already certain: the future has never looked brighter than now. There we are again. It took some time, but this is the moment we have all been waiting for. For months, we have imagined the possibilities, we've designed concepts, we've discussed ideas, but tonight the final decision belongs to the community. Only one city can become the next home of La Petite Sœur. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. Our next destination can be announced. So, this is the moment we've been waiting for. It's ready for our new location reveal. We're ready to announce it to y'all, so please hold tight till we have the reveal. Our next destination is gonna be La Petite Sœur, Florence. Congratulations to everyone who voted for this incredible city. I'm proudly to officially announce La Petite Sœur Firenze, a restaurant inspired by the beauty of Tuscany, centered around a peaceful courtyard, surrounded by timeless Italian architecture, designed to bring people together through exceptional hospitality. Tonight marks the beginning of an exciting new journey. From this moment forward, our team will begin transforming this vision into reality. And we cannot wait to share that journey with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future home of La Petite Sœur Firenze. But also, this means we're ready to announce our roadmap, because we have filled in our spot for the new location. Tonight we've celebrated our past, we have looked back at our journey, we've announced the next home of La Petite Sœur, but as exciting as tonight has been, I have one more thing to share with y'all. Because opening a new restaurant is never the finish line, it's only the beginning. At SpringFields Group we are constantly looking ahead, we're always asking ourselves one question. How can we create an even better experience for our guests? The answer to that question is our roadmap. A collection of projects that will shape the future of our company over the coming months. Some of these projects are already well underway. Others are still in development, but together they represent the next chapter of SpringFields Group. Let's take a first look at our roadmap review. Every time we're gonna announce one step of our roadmap till we have the full roadmap completed on screen. Be ready. There we go, the first step of our roadmap. La Petite Sœur Excellence. Our first roadmap project is something we've quietly been working on behind the scenes for quite some time actually. We're calling it La Petite Sœur Excellence as told before. Inside our Paris location, we're recreating something completely new. Not another dining room, not simply a menu update, but an entirely different experience. La Petite Sœur Excellence will become our most exclusive concept yet. A reservation-only restaurant, designed for guests who are looking for something truly special. Smaller, more professional, more personal, more refined, and every detail, from the menu to the atmosphere to the service, will be evaluated. This project gives us the opportunity to experiment with new culinary ideas, premium service, and even more immersive dining experiences. It's a natural evolution for everything we've learned since opening Paris. We're incredibly excited to share more details with you in the near very first future. So, there we are. With step 1 already shown on the screen, we're ready to announce our next step, which you guys already probably know. Of course, tonight's winner also becomes one of the most important projects on our roadmap. Construction of La Petite Sœur Firenze will begin very soon. From today onwards, our architects, builders and creative team will begin transforming the vision you've just seen into reality. Over the coming months, you'll receive regular development updates. You'll see concept art, behind-the-scenes progress, construction milestones, interior reveals, and perhaps even opportunities for the community to participate throughout the development process. We don't want you to simply visit Firenze, and once it opens, we want you to experience the journey of creating it together with us, because just like tonight's vote, this project belongs to the community as much as it belongs to SpringFields. So, are we ready for the third thing on the roadmap? There we go, the third thing is announced. Our third project moved beyond restaurants, because SpringFields has become much more than hospitality alone. You could see and tell, like last week's show. We're incredibly proud to officially introduce Summerson Festival. A brand new live entertainment experience inspired by some of the world's biggest music and theater productions. Imagine spectacular performances, live music, professional staging, creative collaborations, food experiences, guest appearances, and a celebration of creativity unlike anything we have organized before. Our ambition is to create an annual event that brings us together not only to SpringFields, but also other incredible communities and creators of Welcome to Bloxburg. Summerson Festival represents something we've always believed in. Great experiences are even better when they're shared. We can't wait to tell you more in the months ahead. And for now, we're happy to announce the very last step of our roadmap, and that's step 4. Now, some of you may have noticed something on this roadmap. There's still one final project. And yes, that is completely intentional. Because tonight we're not ready to reveal anything just yet. Sometimes the most exciting announcements are the ones that remain a mystery for just a little while longer. What I can tell you is that this project combines everything we have learned over the past year. Hospitality, entertainment, storytelling, and innovation. It will become something completely different from anything we have ever created before. That's all I'm allowed to say for now. Our keywords for this secret edition are show, food, and stunning. Leave your ideas in the comments what it could be. I know, some of you are probably already trying to guess what it is, and honestly that's exactly what we hoped would happen. Over the coming months you'll notice small hints, tiny clues, perhaps a mysterious image, perhaps a cryptic message on our Discord server, maybe even something hidden inside of our future events, and eventually, when the time is right, we'll reveal everything. Until then, we'll simply ask you to stay curious, because trust me, this one will be worth the whole wait. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take one final look at everything we have achieved together tonight. We celebrated the incredible journey of SpringFields Group. We reflected on the success of Sint-Oedenrode. We celebrated Paris once again, together. You selected the next destination for La Petite Sœur tonight, Firenze. We introduced our newest premium dining experience, La Petite Sœur Excellence. We shared our plans for the Summerson Festival, and we gave you a first glimpse of what lies beyond. When I look back at everything we have discussed tonight, one thing becomes very clear. SpringFields Group is growing. Not simply by opening more locations, but by creating better experiences, better memories, and a stronger community than ever. Every project we build starts with one simple question. Would we be proud to experience this ourselves? If the answer isn't yes, we keep improving. That philosophy will never change, no matter how much we grow. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of tonight's presentation, I'd like to leave you with one final thought, because everything can be designed with us. Restaurants can be built, events can be organized, but communities are built by people. Every single one of you has helped shape SpringFields into what it is today. Whether you visited one of our many restaurants, worked alongside with us, attended our events, shared our content, or simply believed in our vision, you've made a difference. And for that, thank you. The future of SpringFields Group has never looked brighter than now. Tonight wasn't the end of a presentation, it was only the beginning of our next chapter. The countdown to Forensics starts today. The journey continues and we're hoping you'll be with us again. Every step of the way, on behalf of the entire SpringFields Group team, thank you for joining us at SpringFields Ahead 2026. Travel home safely, take care of one and another, and remember, the future starts here with us. Good night and thank you everyone.